Hello and welcome to the Forever Business Academy. My name is Bill Lewis and it's my pleasure to host this training series designed specifically for our North American business owners. Today's training centers around our household products. Our presenter is Holly Stout, who is our Director of Product Development. Holly has a vast knowledge of health and beauty products and their ingredients that she's gained over the past 20 odd years in the industry as she has directed the development of formulations of products that are sold worldwide. We are very fortunate to have her on our team and fortunate that she's able to join us today. Holly, thanks a lot for being with us today.
Hi, Bill. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. It's a pleasure to be here as always.
Great. Okay, let me hand over the presentation tools to you and you can go from there.
Fantastic.
Great.
Ready to go.
Okay.
Wonderful. Well, great. Well, hello, everybody. As always, I'm thrilled to be able to spend a little bit of time with you on this Friday afternoon and talk with you about, this is actually today we're going to have a friendly reminder of some of the amazing products that we have here at Forever. And, you know, products that we may not typically think as household products, but in my opinion should be in every household cupboard. So we're going to dig right in. We're going to talk about cleaning and talk about first the goal for cleaning. So let's discuss when we set out to clean, whether it's a surface, a floor, like the outsides of your refrigerators, your dishwashers, whether it's your bathroom, what is your typical goal for cleaning? Well, you know, most of us think of cleaning as a chore, and yes, it is. However, the whole goal for cleaning is to lift dust or grime. You want to cut through grease, you want to remove stains or bad smells without harming fabrics, you don't want to dry out your skin, and you don't want to scratch or mark any surface. So the whole goal is to actually, you know, the word clean is just that. You want it to be a clean area. But when you think about it, let's think about all the rooms in our house that we need to clean on a weekly basis and the countertops that we dominantly clean every single day. Think of those competitive products that you may be putting on your countertops, and then think of what happens after you clean, the food that you prepare, all the little hands that are climbing onto the countertops, and all the different points of contact that those surfaces come into when you're doing your day-to-day activities. Well, you want to make sure you're using a product that is designed with not only you in mind, but also the environment, because let's face it, we rinse and rinse and rinse, and those products go down the drain, and sometimes out of sight, out of mind. But I can tell you, you want a product that's equally concerned about environmental impact as well as your personal physical impact. So let's talk about an amazing product we have here at Forever called MPD, Multi-Purpose Detergent. You know, what is MPD? Well, it's just that, a multi-purpose cleaner. Now, I have to tell you, when I came to the company, I used to subscribe to the, well, you need a toilet cleaner for your toilets, you need a glass cleaner for your glass, you need a countertop cleaner or an all-purpose cleaner, and then you need a floor cleaner. And I had a cupboard full of cleaning products. I was so thrilled when I actually put MPD to use, because I didn't believe it just because everybody said, yes, you could use it. And quite honestly, it was a hard transition for me to go from using a cleaning product in my laundry. But I have to tell you, the money that I have saved alone in having this product in my home, because it is so concentrated and you need such a small amount, and the way that it can cross over into so many different ways of cleaning is truly remarkable. And like I said, I didn't believe it until I tried it, and now MPD is the only product that is found in our cupboards and in our laundry room. The high concentration, again, allows you to use just a very small amount for equal performance as you would a full dose of another type of cleaning product. So why are you going to use MPD, or what different ways are you going to use MPD, and what are some of the benefits of MPD? Well, first of all, why would you use MPD? Well, number one, it's phosphorus free. Now, I know that you may or may not have heard this term, and I'm going to tell you why it's important, because believe it or not, there are companies still today that use phosphorus in their products because, you know, it's one of those high performing degreasing products that really gets the job done. The problem is that when we have too much nitrogen and phosphorus in the water, So it goes down the drain, it goes into our water, into our natural ecosystems. The water, it causes algae to grow faster than the ecosystem can handle. And so then the ecosystem gets out of balance, and we're creating havoc where Mother Nature has to fight harder to find balance. And that's something that we could absolutely avoid by just eliminating phosphorus from our products, which Forever Living has done with our MPD formula, which means it's environmentally friendly and it has biodegradable ingredients. The thing I love is that it's a mild and gentle formula, so it's kind to hands and clothes. But when you think of mild and gentle, this formula cleans. Do not be mistaken. It is a phenomenal cleaner, but it's mild and gentle where it needs to be. So again, we're looking at the environmental impact, the physical impact, and making sure that it's able to accomplish the tasks of cleaning your home top to bottom. Now, the one thing MPD has not been created for is to use in an automatic dishwasher. And that's simply because, you know, this is a multi-purpose cleaner, but that goes a little bit beyond because you're using an actual machine to facilitate cleaning. Where MPD is typically used by you, the person, it's very effective in all of the uses that you as a person would clean. But when you put it into an actual machine itself, it was never designed for that. So that is the one area that you would want to avoid. Let's talk about how you use it. So first, let's talk about your laundry. And again, think of this high concentration. You only need a half a cap. And to be honest, I have a high efficiency washing machine. I use a quarter of a cap and it does an amazing job. But if you have a standard washing machine, use a half of a cap. Or you can actually use it as a pre-treatment for clothing stains. I don't know how many of you have those spray stain-ons or those stain sticks and we're constantly rubbing them in the kids' clothes, or where we spilled something on our shirts and we're letting it soak. Simply dab a tiny bit of MPD in that area, rub it into the clothing, and then just toss it in. You don't really even need to wait. It's a really effective pre-treatment product, and it's also great for carpet stains. Now, let me just tell you that sometimes there are fabrics and sometimes there are carpets that you're going to want to test before you apply this, because the fabric may be delicate, the carpet may be delicate. So before you use it as a pre-treatment, always make sure that you do a little patch test in an area that would be less noticeable. So maybe in the corner for the carpet, just to test that indeed the carpet can hold up to MPD's fantastic performance, and then go to town. You know, I had an incident the other day where my daughter had dropped some nachos on the carpet. And I grabbed my MPD in my little spray bottle and I sprayed it in the stain, and I got my wash rag, and I was blown away at how quickly the stain came up, and I didn't worry. And so it was a relief for me and my daughter, because, you know, she didn't feel the wrath of mom for having eaten in the carpeted area, because mom had something that could help get the stain out. So it really is an amazing product for pre-treatment in clothing and carpet stains. Now, a little extra tip I'd like to tell you, and one thing that I love Forever Essential Oils lavender. I love the smell of lavender, and I love it when it permeates my laundry room. How does that happen? Well, when I put in a quarter of a cup of the MPD into my washing machine, I will usually drop anywhere between 5 and 10 drops of lavender oil right directly into that before it goes into the wash. And what happens is I just get this light fragrance of lavender that kind of permeates throughout my laundry room. And then as I move my clothing from the washing machine to the dryer, I use dryer sheets. Now, the dryer sheets I use are scented. You can buy non-scented dryer sheets, but then again, just put a few drops of lavender essential oil, and when that dryer heats up, oh my goodness, you walk in and it's no longer stressful to do laundry. You actually walk into this delightful waft of lavender, which is calming and soothing. And you know, it just does the body good. When through an aromatic experience, it really does provide amazing benefits. So that's just another way that you can actually incorporate another Forever product into a combination of MPD's amazing, powerful results. Another way you can actually use it is for floors, sinks, and for the toilet. Now again, I have to tell you, I was a tough one to convince. And I thought, well, man, to dilute 1 cap in 1 gallon of water, that just doesn't seem like very much cleaning solution. And when I got our MPD spray bottle, which we also offer, it actually gives the directions of using 1 teaspoon of MPD to fill the bottle. and mix it with water. And I thought to myself, man, that just can't be enough. So I made the mistake of using too much. And you know what? The directions are absolutely right. This is not a situation where if a little is great, then a lot is better. This is a situation where follow the directions as they are and rest assured that the results will be there. So you can use this to clean floors, tile, sinks. You can use it for your toilet. You can use it for many different types of solid surfaces and other different types of surfaces. You can use it for tile, windows, glass, and mirror. And that was another thing I had a hard time with because I've always grown up with the blue liquid that you spray on your mirrors for a streak-free shine. And so again, I put it to use and I found that it was so amazing because when it went in, it actually cut through the smog and that fog that forms on my mirror. And I had the toothpaste that had been spit up on the mirror for my kids, and it cut through that with one swipe. I didn't have to wipe back and forth like other products. I just put one big fail swoop. It took everything off, left no streaks, and I was absolutely delighted. So go ahead and use it for windows, glass, and mirrors. And again, realize this is so highly concentrated. If you do use the MPD spray bottle, you really only need a half of a teaspoon or less combined with the full spray bottle of water, and it's just as effective. Now, I know sometimes we associate cleaning with antibacterial or antimicrobial, and that's important in today's society. If you're cooking in the kitchen and you're using raw meats and you're putting them on your counters, you want to make sure that those countertops are clean. And that's why whenever you purchase a drugstore or a not department store, but your grocery store, when you purchase a grocery store cleaner, most of them have a dominant fragrance for what? For lemon. And you see lemon as a constituent of many of those formulas. Well, that's because lemon actually it has a very robust defense system, and it helps to ward off the bugs that attack it. So we happen to have the Forever Essential Oil of Lemon, and I put this in all of my spray bottles that I use MPD, because again, I want that additional benefit that comes from the Forever Essential Oil, and I want to combine it with the power of MPD. So for me, when I clean my countertops, if I'm cleaning my toilets or if I'm cleaning the bathroom sinks, all of my MPD spray bottles have not only MPD, but they have Forever Essential Oil Lemon. Now, I don't use lemon necessarily on the floors. It's just a mentality, but you certainly could if you were washing your tile floor and you wanted to go the distance, you certainly could use lemon. I don't personally, but it wouldn't be a problem if you did. The only surface you would not want to apply your essential oil lemon would be on wood. So if you have hardwood floors, avoid adding your essential oil lemon, and that's just because lemon is a natural substance that is a rich oil, and the wood will actually absorb it and you could get some discoloration. So just avoid putting your essential oil of lemon in if you're going to do wood floors. But again, remember that this is a common fragrance or a common ingredient in many of the mainstream cleaners, and it would be no different to add it to your MPD formula in any ratio that you want. Now, I usually add between 10 and 20 drops to my spray bottle. That's because I love not only the performance, but I love the fragrance. It makes it feel so fresh, and it doesn't smell chemical. You know, you use competitor brands and they smell so chemical, and this just makes it smell like you're standing out in front of a fresh lemon tree. It's absolutely delightful. Another one of the benefits, you can actually use MPD when you're hand washing dishes. And again, so highly concentrated that you need just a tiny amount for the maximum effect. But you know, the reason that it's so phenomenal is because it actually is this gentle formula that has skin conditioning benefits from the aloe. And so your skin doesn't feel dry and cracked when you're using it. So whenever I use my MPD and I'm washing dishes very, very quickly, I'll just use my scrubber or my sponge. I don't put on my rubber gloves, and I wash them and set them out to dry. It rinses effortlessly. It creates an effective cleansing agent. And then again, when it washes down the drain, I don't worry about it at all. All right, another product that you may or may not consider to be a household product, but I think that this should be found in every first aid cabinet in every home, and that is our Aloe First. Now, this is a very, very great value because you get a lot of product, and this product is very concentrated, it's very effective, and so the value you get for the amount of product, I actually take our Aloe First and I put it in smaller spray bottles and I put it in my children's bathroom. My husband has it in his medicine cabinet, and I'll explain a little bit why in just a moment. We have this in our camping equipment. So I've actually taken this and dispersed it all throughout the house and have it for multiple uses. Some of the key benefits of Aloe First are that it soothes irritation from minor cuts, scrapes, and burns. And let's be real, how many times do we have minor cuts and scrapes and burns? No matter what we're doing, it always seems like there's some part of our body that gets irritated, and a quick spray of Aloe First is so soothing and so gentle. I have to tell you, when I saw this formula, I could not believe the high concentration of aloe. It's unbelievable how much aloe is in this product. So when it says Aloe First, aloe really is first. It's really a high concentration and so effective. The reason I love Aloe First as well is that it can address some of the environmental assaults. And you could actually apply this to your hair to prevent or to protect from some of those environmental assaults. It's pH balanced, and you know, it's great for a post shave or a post wax. So I talked about it being in my husband's medicine cabinet. He actually can use this when he shaves his skin. If he ever gets irritated, he has it in a smaller spray bottle and he just mists it all over his face, and it's an amazing post shave product. And then if you're doing any sort of waxing, it's great to soothe those irritated areas. I also mentioned it's phenomenal as a leave-in hair treatment. Who would have thought? You know, it's a phenomenal product. In fact, there are many people who will go in for treatments at a salon and they will use this kind of as the buffer so that their hair, again, is not doesn't suffer from those environmental assaults. So let's talk about some of the ingredients in this. We obviously mentioned our aloe, but aloe is combined with our bee propolis, which helps to increase the natural skin soothing and cleansing properties of the aloe vera gel. So they're really compatible together. Then you have allantoin, which is a skin communicating ingredient that's found in many plants, including aloe. But the most impressive thing about this formula is the 11 carefully selected plant extracts, which I've listed there. Now, I'm not going to go through and name them all, but you have them right there on your screen, and you can see all of those wonderful, rich botanical extracts that have beneficial properties that are really scientifically combined with the bee propolis, the allantoin, and the aloe for a very, very effective product. Again, you may not think of it as a household product. I certainly do. It's in every room in our, well, almost every room in the house. It's on our boat. It's on our camping, in our camping bags. It's a great product, and you get a lot of product for a great value. So feel free to break it up into smaller portions and put it all throughout the house. On the heels of that, we also have a formula called Aloe Veterinary Formula. And this formula, again, is the same size, the same sprayer as the Aloe First, but this is designed for those lovable pets. And it can be helpful in dealing with your pet's minor skin or coat problems, whether it's a small household pet, a dog or a cat, or even a large animal, such as a horse or livestock. This is a great product. It's tried and true and tested. I've traveled to many of our markets, and I'm amazed at how many people tell me how phenomenal this product is. So some of the benefits, first of all, again, the high concentration of aloe. Aloe is there to soothe and protect, and we would not want it any less for our lovable pets or for the animals that are in our care. It's a multi-purpose product. You can use it for many different reasons, including skin and coat problems. Now, when we moved to Arizona, I have a lovable little Maltipoo named Cruz. And Cruz got a little irritated by the heat, and he kept licking at his paw, and it was getting quite annoying. And I'd noticed that he was getting, I think maybe he had stepped outside on the hot pavement and maybe burned his paw. And so I started treating him with this Aloe Veterinary Formula, 2 sprays. Literally after 2 sprays in a 24-hour 4 time period, he was no longer licking his little paw. So I was just delighted to have this product in my house. The moisturizing action of aloe is also phenomenal for coats of animals, simply because, you know, hair is a natural fiber, and any additional moisturization benefits it can get from aloe, all the better. Some of the key ingredients in this are the allantoin again, which is, again, it's a communicating ingredient, so it encourages healthy skin turnover. There's vitamin E that combines with that rich aloe for a very soothing and lightweight product. And then there's glycerin, and glycerin is a really highly effective humectant, which allows it to grab moisture and then deliver it to those areas that are dehydrated or that lack moisture. And finally, we've got our Forever hand sanitizer. Now, I think we think of this as our purse product or something to put in our car, but you know, I didn't consider this to be a household product until I really looked at the formula and saw how special this product really is. First of all, it's designed to kill 99.9% of all germs, so it truly sanitizes the way it was intended to do. But what really amazed me about this product are the key ingredients. First of all, we have aloe and honey. Right there, you have something that's skin soothing and something that's moisturizing for whatever area you're applying this to. Then you have the ethyl alcohol, which is actually the sanitizing property. You can't have an effective sanitizer that kills germs without that alcohol component. But you know what I love about this is that it has 2 functions in one that I'll talk about in just a moment. Now, there are a couple of ingredients on this label, and you know me, I'm going to break down the ingredients. We're going to get real, and we're going to talk about what they actually are because they are really big. So when you turn over the label, you're going to see an ingredient called tetrahydroxypropyl ethylene diamine. And you think, man, that just does not sound very good. But interesting enough, this is an ingredient that you will see in anti-aging skincare products on a premium shelf. So this is really a way that we have designed a product that is to kill the bugs and germs while preserving that gentle moisture mantle of the skin. And I have to tell you that really it's very rare to find a product like this on the market. Another ingredient you'll see is Acrylate's C1030 Acyl Acrylate Crust Polymer. And you think again, oh my goodness, do I really want that on the skin? Well, actually what this does, you'll notice that our hand sanitizer is a little bit thicker than most of the alcohol-based hand sanitizers. It's required so that we can maintain those skin soothing properties, because again, you don't want to put alcohol on your hands and have it really dry out the skin. So we've encapsulated it in a thickener that allows it to hold the aloe and the honey in place so that the skin can benefit from it. So the alcohol evaporates away, and then what's left behind is an amazing skin conditioning property. So I have to tell you, to find a germ killer and a skin conditioner in a product is very, very, very rare. And I challenge you to go out on the shelves and look for it. Most of them are alcohol-based, but we have formulated a product that's truly designed to not only kill the germs, but to help protect those wonderful hands. And let's be real, the lemon and lavender scent, it gets noticed. I will pull this out of my purse and put it on, and I have had people say, what did you just use? Because the scent is so lovely, and it's a perfect door opener and an opportunity to talk about Forever as an opportunity and to introduce them to this amazing hand sanitizer. You know, again, when you look at the lineup, you don't think of these as traditional household products. But as I mentioned before, in my opinion, these should be found in every household. Because if you have animals, you want our aloe veterinary formula for those irritations. If you have children, if you have a husband who tinkers in the garage, if you are doing your crafts, or if you are tinkering in the garage, you'll want your aloe first. And then, of course, our MPD, which is designed for every surface and every room in the house. The thing I love most is these are really multi-purpose products for a multifunctional life. You know, we all have different roles. And the best part about it is they have the purity of the Forever Living stabilized aloe vera. You know, we know aloe better than any company out there. We control it from plant to product. Our aloe is in high concentrations in these formulas, and it's because, above all, we know aloe and we know how to preserve the skin and to preserve the home using the benefits of aloe. I wish you a wonderful weekend, happy week next week, and we will see you very soon.
Hey, thank you so much, Holly, for that fantastic training presentation. You know, it's amazing how we always think about our uh, personal care products and our skincare products, our aloe drinks, as the premier of the quality. They're known for their quality throughout the world, and I'm glad that you pointed out how even our household products, in what goes into them and what they can do, follow the same standards of quality that Forever has and the same standards of purity for all of our products. So once again, Holly, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Bill. Always a pleasure.
Okay, that pretty much does it for today's presentation on our household products. If you're anything as excited as I am about hearing some of the many uses for our products, it gives me a new inspiration to retry some of our products, to continue to use them, but in new ways. And I hope that you've gotten some information from Holly of how she's pointed out some of these ways can be done. As always, this presentation has been recorded, and we encourage you to visit vimeo.com/forever in America in a couple of days to be able to show this, replay this to your downlines, to your customers, your clients, and even download it onto your own computer if you would like. So for now, we will see you in a couple of weeks for our next training webinar. And in the meantime, we wish you all the best as you work to build your forever business. Bye for now.